President Trump took to Twitter on Thursday to announce a key Mideast policy shift. After many decades, the U.S. will now recognize Israel's control over the Golan Heights along its border with Syria, occupied by the IDF since 1967. But the move has sparked a furious reaction from Syria, along with the disapproval of Russia, Germany, and even France. For more on this, we're being joined now by former U.S. diplomat Jim Jatras. Okay, Jim, yesterday when POTUS made this pronouncement on Twitter about the Golan Heights, what went through your mind?
That there's an election in Israel coming up, and he wants to help his pal Bibi, and maybe there's an election in America coming up next year, and he wants to help his pal himself. And so he thinks that he can buy some votes, short term for Bibi and then the longer term for himself, by taking the step like his recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital.
Ah, I see. Okay, so that's a little garnering.
I think it's all politics.
Yes. Well, Mike Pompeo, he's on a short trip now to Lebanon today, meeting with Prime Minister Said Hariri, where he'll be discussing Hezbollah. How do you think the president's comments about Golan will affect these talks, given that some of these Lebanese top officials are aligned with Iran and Syria by way of Hezbollah?
Yeah, I don't think much of anybody in Lebanon is going to like this. Remember, there are two main factions in Lebanon. One is pro-Iranian, roughly speaking, headed by Hezbollah. The other one is pro-Saudi, roughly speaking. Even the latter isn't going to like it all that much. Maybe with the current close relationship between Bibi Netanyahu and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, they will follow or go along with the Saudi line, but they're not happy about this either.
Well, aren't technically Israel and Lebanon still at war, technically?
You know, I don't know if that's technically the case. It may be. If it is, it's simply a technicality, of course. There's nothing really going on, although, of course, the Hezbollah is very active along Israel's border, and the Israelis don't like that.
And what about Pompeo's comments, calling Hezbollah a terrorist organization, period, full stop? How is he going to talk to these guys eye to eye after he said that in Israel the day before?
Yeah, I expect Mr. Pompeo really doesn't care. I mean, this is the kind of language we've gotten used to hearing from American officials, not just Secretary Pompeo, where we call people names and then wonder why we don't have any diplomacy anymore.
So, kind of tied into the first question, AIPAC is happening this weekend. A number of prominent Democrats are choosing not to attend. As a former diplomat yourself, you've been diplomatic. What do you make of these Democrats not attending? And as you said, Trump trying to garner the Jewish American vote. Yeah,
and of course there's an interesting paradox there, because even though the Republicans like to pride themselves on being even more pro-Israeli than the Democrats are, still most American Jews, 70% of them vote Democratic, because maybe they're liberal on social issues domestically. Still the case now. And I think it's sort of the great white whale of American GOP hopes that we can reel in the Jewish vote. I don't think they're going to get it. Look, Trump sent out a tweet calling Democrats who didn't come to AIPAC anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can offend just about everybody here and not be diplomatic.
The mic is all yours.
For a long time, in our country, we don't have an American policy, an America First policy, a national interest-based policy. We have a lot of ethnic and foreign and corporate interests that drive our policy. And of course, Israel has been the 800-pound gorilla for a long time. They virtually owned both political parties. Now you're starting to see on the Democratic side the rise of this, Afro-Islamic solidarity with the Palestinians and the apartheid state.
Like the BDS movement.
All of this stuff on the left, which, to my mind, is simply yet another foreign interest that is injecting itself into American politics. The other side of it. Where in all of this is the American interest to say, look, we're not beholden to Israel or any other foreign state. We're not beholden to any foreign political movement or jihad or Sharia movement or anything like that. Where's the American interest in all this? And that's exactly what we don't see in American politics on either side, as far as I can tell.
Now, in the years leading up to where we're at today, you were unabashedly MAGA hat waving. Are you still that, given that it seems like Trump has taken a step back from that?
You mean if I defected to Chairman Yang yet, like so many other former Trump supporters? Not yet. I'm still holding out hope for Trump. I want to believe that his heart is in the right place, and he's doing these things because he's playing politics. Look at this Golan thing. People predicted disaster in the Middle East when he moved our recognition of the capital to Jerusalem. Well, nothing much happened. I don't think anything much here is going to happen in the short term either. A lot of people are going to be angry about it, but it won't actually do much of anything. We first have to see how the Syrian war wraps up and then what happens after that.
All right, still a ways to go. As always, Jim Jatras, appreciate letting us pick your mind.
Thank you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.